Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
Alright, so we're back, and this one actually feels good to say, because I've been gone for a while actually. I feel like it's been a month since I've released a video on my YouTube channel. This month has been specifically busy for me, but I've been watching a lot of horror films, and the one I've just seen tonight, for the first time, I've watched Tremors. Tremors is a film that has a lot of, a very strong fan base. A lot of people love that film. And let me tell you right away, I adored it. What a great, great fucking film.
Pardon my French.
Exactly what I needed, like just the perfect cure to my Saturday blues. Pure movie escapism with a giant sense of adventure, non-stop entertainment, extremely likable characters all around, technical wizardry behind the camera with all the explosive practical effects, and creating thrills with an underground threat that is mostly, working off screen. Basically just a genius film that I needed to watch today, and I loved watching. So I just want to talk a little bit about the movie right now. The action is just impeccable. There's something so explosive about the effects, from the hydraulics, the explosion, the dust, the walls, and the windows breaking. It feels like they knew how to direct the action and make it feels like it's realistic, and there's a real threat going on, behind, under the ground. And it's something that it's easy to say, but to actually do it and pull it off is something else. And they are not fucking around and not afraid to blow shit up for their own pleasure.
Pardon my French.
And that's why this movie is so much fun to watch. Just grab yourself a big bag of popcorn and clap your hands. Maybe open a can of beer and just enjoy the whole show, because that's what this movie is made for.
No way. No way, man.
I also love the southern flavor to it, which is, kind of feels like a western with monsters. They're trapped in this village and there's a threat going on, and it always kind of feel like a face-off in some way. So I love that aspect, being a huge fan of westerns and creature features. And I really love the dynamic between Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward. I mean, it's at the very heart and soul of this tremendously fun creature feature. And let me just say this, Tremors is hilarious.
Vibration. It can hear every move we make, especially on this rock. It's a perfect conductor.
That means we're stuck. That pisses me off.
I had no idea this movie was so much fun and actually funny. A lot of this credit goes to Fred Ward. He has some of the best lines in this film, but also like a natural aura and just delivery that made me burst out loud a couple of times.
You little asswipe. You don't knock it off, you're gonna be shitting this basketball.
It's not just them that was working, but every single character, like very colorful characters that were popping up here and there. So that's why I love the movie overall. But another thing I really want to talk about it's the Spielberg Effect. Mainly, like, I want to talk about the Spielberg influence in this movie, and the main thing here, I guess, it resides, it resides in the genius behind the screen and how the explosive action is being shown and being controlled by every people working on that film. And I mentioned the sense of adventure, and whether it's the pole jumping scene, the lassoed of a bomb, which remind me of Indiana Jones in some way. There's all those little winks and homage to Spielberg in Tremors, and you can tell there's an influence to it. But I also feel like there's a reverse effect to it, because in some ways, Tremors, which came out in 1990, I feel like it influenced the latter Jurassic Park, which came out in 1993 by Spielberg. It's nothing big, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but just the setup alone in the desert in Tremors reminded me of the introduction of Dr. Grant at the beginning of Jurassic Park. Like, I was starting Tremors, never saw the movie before, and I was like, wow, this really reminds me of Jurassic Park in some ways. There's also the car attack scene. At some point, there's a couple, they're watching, they're at night camping, and they get attacked by the creature. And this scene alone also reminded me of Jurassic Park, maybe in the way that the lady's being stuck in a car. It reminded me of the T-Rex scene in Jurassic Park. There's also a shot of kind of like a debris, and it reminded me of the T-Rex footprint. All those little moments kind of like in some ways remind me like, wow, maybe Spielberg was a huge fan of Tremors and kind of incorporated some of those elements in Jurassic Park. But in some ways it all goes full circle, because Tremors was influenced by Spielberg, and maybe Spielberg had some influence in Tremors. It was just really funny seeing all of this. But at the end of the day, it's the biggest compliment you can get when your film is being compared to Steven Spielberg. There's also the scene where Kevin Bacon is digging a car from the ground, you know, and all those little visuals with the yellow reflecting on them kind of give me some Jurassic Park vibes. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but at the end of the day, oh yeah, by the way, I can also mention the presence of Ariana Richards, which plays a little girl in Jurassic Park and in Tremors. So just the fact that there's three years separating those movies, and Tremors came out 3 years before, I feel like it's fun mentioning that. And I guess I'm not the first one mentioning it, but I just want to, you know, share my experience watching it the first time, because I had a huge smile on my face the whole time, and I want to talk to you a little bit because I feel like it's been a while since I've been on this channel here. So yeah, just sharing my experience here, and I guess, I don't know, I guess I have like 6, 7, or 8 more movies to watch now, because I'm kind of hooked to this Tremors thing. So yeah, Tremors.
Good luck, shithead.
Don't worry about me, jerk off.